I'm going to quickly go over the Real Estate Board of New York financial statement. This is required when you are submitting an offer in nearly all co-op buildings. And then sometimes even when you're submitting an offer for a condo, the seller's agent and or the seller also want to see this financial statement completed. Now, when you're submitting an offer, you do not need to have supporting documentation backing up the numbers on the statement. So it's really just completing the statement, putting the numbers in the right spot. So the statement's somewhat verbal when you're submitting an offer. When you're doing a board package or a purchase application, you will need to provide supporting documentation as well. Okay, so at the top here, it's having you complete your monthly sources of income. So this is gross. You can take your salary and divide it by 12, and that's your base monthly salary. If you have bonus or commission income, you can average those out across the last 12 months. Expenses are here, so we'll help you put maintenance and your apartment financing. We can put an estimate there, and then you place any other debts. Keep in mind, credit card debt is not debt if you pay it off every month. It's considered debt if, let's say, you have, $5,000 on a credit card and you're paying off the minimum amounts. Then that would be debt. But if you're just paying your credit card balances each month, then you do not need to put it on the statement here. As you scroll down, you're going to see the next section is assets and liabilities. So this is where you're going to put cash and money markets, stocks, bonds, and brokerage accounts. Please note, co-ops consider stocks and mutual funds and brokerage accounts liquid. So that will go into your post-close liquidity when they do those calculations. And then at the bottom here, you'll see retirement funds, life insurance, etc. The reason why we put NA for automobiles and personal property and furniture is just because boards don't really care about that as much, and it's just really hard to prove those kinds of personal items, and most people in New York City don't have cars, so we just put NA there. Liabilities is over here. So this is just any mortgages or debts that you have. And obviously, most financial situations, people don't complete this entire thing. If something doesn't apply to your situation, we just put NA in that section. As you scroll down, you're going to see itemized schedule of assets. So all this is asking for is the bank that you're holding your money at, the kind of account, checking, savings, and what that balance is. So the balances here should be adding up to the totals that you have under your assets section. Same thing here. This is for stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. For amount of shares, we can just put multiple. You do not need to list all of the shares within your funds. Description, the marketable value, and we usually just put NA for non-marketable value. Okay. Down here is if you have any real estate. We can also take Zestimates or anything that's being estimated online. Here, that's totally fine, and we would just fill in, your mortgage amount, if any, and then tax and any miscellaneous charges that you have. And then if you have any other assets, we would explain those assets here in Schedule D. Then you basically answer these questions here and you sign the bottom. This just gives the seller a sense of your overall financial situation. It's why this form you're going to see in a majority of board packages. So as a real estate agent, I help my clients do this statement. We sometimes do it together, and I'm here to support you along the way. But I find myself explaining the statement frequently, and I thought I would just do a quick video.